Hello, Quest for You friends, and welcome back to another episode of Quest for You. It is episode 246, and I have a very special quote for you today. And it goes like this: I wish I could show you when you're lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being. It's by Hafiz of Shiraz. And when I read this quote for the first time, it was like love at first sight. I'd never heard of Hafiz, but the beauty in these few words completely captured me. Inevitably, I had to learn more about this person who spoke so clearly to my soul. And today, I want to introduce you to him, because I believe he will add new color to your life that you didn't have before. He may even become your secret advisor. If you decide to dive deeper into his poetry, you will notice that he uses his name a lot. And I believe he does it to evoke trust in the reader, into his words. He wants to be our friend and our teacher, and this makes his poetry very intimate and personal. So who is this person? Hafiz. You may have never heard of him. He lived a long time ago in the 14th century in the southern Persian city of Shiraz. The name Hafiz that he gave himself means memorizer. It is also a title that is given to someone who knows the entire Quran by heart. Hafiz was a spiritual student and later became a Sufi master. And many of his poems mention God. Today he's one of the most beloved poets of the Persians and slowly becoming more popular on our side of the world as well. In fact, both Emerson and Goethe discovered him and first introduced him to the West by translating some of his work into English. Emerson gave Hafiz the famous compliment, "Hafiz is a poet for poets." And Goethe stated, after a deep study of him, "Hafiz has no peer." The poems of Hafiz are filled with light, encouragement, and comfort. They capture our heart and our attention with just the right, beautiful words. His message is prominently one of love. Listen to this poem called "The Subject Tonight is Love." The subject tonight is love, and for tomorrow night as well. And as a matter of fact, I know of no better topic for us to discuss until we all die. Hafiz engages with his audience and teaches valuable lessons that remind me a lot of Rumi. His message is one of light, of hope, and of return to God, and ultimately to ourselves. In the poetry of Hafiz, I see the quest for you. I see a message to humanity that we need to let go of the grip on life and recognize that everything we need is within us. The following poem is one of my favorites. It's called "A Strange Feather." A strange feather. All the craziness, all the empty plots, all the ghosts and fears, all the grudges and sorrows have now passed. I must have inhaled a strange feather that finally fell out. To me, this poem is a message of overcoming. It's encouragement that we can move past all the drama and pain and get back to normal. It doesn't have to hold us back. Daniel Ladinsky has translated over 700 Hafiz poems, including the ones I have in front of me, in the book titled "The Gift." And when I researched him, I found this article on BBC.com where Ladinsky writes, "I have published around 700 Hafiz rendering poems in 6 books. And the impetus behind every single line of Hafiz I ever wrote is to help light a candle in your heart, to assist our perennial need to have fun, laugh, and dance, to lift the corners of your mouth, the weight that can be on us in an hour or a day. Hafiz is here to lighten. His love for us is time-tested and keeps encouraging and can inspire. He helps us to forgive those we have yet to forgive, and honor those we have yet to honor. And his Herculean strength, his enlightenment, will rub off on you so that you too wish and discover yourself more able never to harm another via sound or movement. Hafiz became incapable of an unkind act, it is said. It's beautiful. It expresses what he saw in Hafiz and what I see as well. Hafiz inspires us to reach for greatness, as illustrated in this short but powerful poem. Greatness is always built upon this foundation, the ability to appear, speak, and act as the most common man. When I read Hafiz, I cannot get around reflecting on myself. He's a teacher who encourages me to be a better person. He motivates me to bring out the best in me, to try a little harder, and to let go, but never in a lecturing or dogmatic way, always with love and kindness, reminding us that we have the power to change our life. Listen to this one. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." Look what happens with a love like that. It lights the whole sky. Isn't this so genuine and so simple and yet so beautiful? It makes me smile and gives me warmth in my heart. Like a children's story, using an illustration so plain and easy to understand, clear and direct. Listen to this poem titled "To Build a Swing." You carry all the ingredients to turn your life into a nightmare. Don't mix them. You have all the genius to build a swing in your backyard for God. That sounds like a hell of a lot more fun. Let's start laughing, drawing blueprints, gathering our talented friends. I will help you with my divine lyre and drum. Hafiz will sing 1,000 words you can take into your hands like golden saws, sliver hammers, polished teakwood, strong silk rope. You carry all the ingredients to turn your existence into joy. Mix them, mix them. What beautiful, simple advice. A challenge to us to look inside and face the things we struggle with. Our character, our fears, our pain, the strong forces that pull on us day in and day out. And he asks us to listen. Listen to this poem titled "When You Can Endure." When the words stop and you can endure silence, that reveals your heart's pain of emptiness, or that great, wrenching, sweet longing, that is the time to try and listen to what the beloved's eyes most want to say. And once we listen, then he offers a path towards resolution. And he asks us to appreciate the simple things in life. His answer is always love. Love what is. When you cannot find love inside, then find love in everything around you. Look at life as it is and appreciate it. All the small things that make life so big. And then you will find love. So the last poem I want to share with you for today is titled "It Felt Love." How did the rose ever open its heart and give to this world all its beauty? It felt the encouragement of light against its being. Otherwise, we all remain too frightened. Hafiz restores hope in me about this world, humanity, and even myself. He was a man who loved life with fervor, and we all can learn from Hafiz to love just a little bit more, and then maybe find a bit more of ourselves along the way. This is the quest for you, my friends, and today maybe you found a companion along this quest. Hafiz, I encourage you to get to know him more. Much love.